Hello students, I'm your music teacher Nilesh and I welcome you all to another music session. In this video, I'm going to share the information about the staff notations. So here, the topic is Introduction to Staff Notes. Let us begin with the basic symbols and the basic concept of staff notations. First of all, we have this sign which is called the treble clef sign. We put this sign before the 5 lines. These are the 5 lines which are called the staffs. Okay, so we put on the top of the part of the staff notations, on the top part of the staff notations. So we put this sign on the top 5 lines. Then we have this bass clef sign. This is the sign of bass clef, this one. And we put this sign before the 5 lines in the bottom part of the staff notations. I'll tell you the meaning of the treble clef and bass clef in some other video on a later stage. Now let us focus on the notes. So the notes are divided in 3 parts. The first part is called the whole note. Then second part is called the half note, and the third is known as quarter note. They have different symbols. Like this one is called the head, and this sign is called the whole note. It only consists of the head part. There is no stem including it. This line is known as stem. So once this line joins the head part, it becomes either half note or quarter note. Let us focus on half note. So this is an unfilled head which also has the stem. So head with stem, and the head is unfilled. And in the quarter notes, we have a filled head with the stem. So this is the sign of quarter notes. So we learn about this on some later stage. Now let us focus on the staff lines. Staff lines consist of lines and spaces. So we put the notes either on line or between 2 lines, mean the space between the 2 lines. So we put the notes on top part of the lines and the bottom part of these lines. It has a formula, means we can learn it through. So we have this kind of formula: every good boy does fine. We only have to count the initial letters. So on this first line, if the note appears on the first line, that means it is the E note. Then if the note appears on the second line, that means it is G note. If the note appears on the third line, that means it is the B note. If the note appears on the fourth line, that means it is D note. And if the note appears on the fifth line, it is the F note. Similarly, if a note appears between the first 2 lines, it is F note. Similarly, in the second space, it is A note, third space C, and fourth space E. So it is called phase, and if we count only the first letters, then it is called every good boy does fine, just to remember these notes. Similarly, we have the notes appear on the bass clef part of the staff notations. So to learn them, we have this formula. For space, all cars eat gas. We'll start from the bottom one. And similarly, to learn the notes appear on the line, great big dogs fight animals. We only have to count the initial letters to learn the notes. We'll discuss further about this in some later videos. So try to learn it, and I'm going to ask you one question about it. Um, Similarly, you have to make a formula like this. You have to make a drawing. Just replace these with the half or quarter notes and send it to me. This is your task for today. If you have any doubt, just ask me. I'll clear your doubts. Till then, have a great day. All the best.